If you saw my video how to draw children's books a couple of videos ago, you'd have seen this. And this is the sweet little babies, and this is a children's book. It's an ebook thing that I'm working on, and it's, see, I kind of got the mum and the baby sorted, and now I've got to work on the dad, and this is where the problem starts. Characters don't come out of nowhere. You have to work at them. And I've been looking at lots of pictures online of kind of young dads and everything, and somewhere this kind of curly thing appeared, and I kind of thought I'd give him glasses, and trying him from different angles. And there's something about this kind of flick cowlick, isn't it, really, in the hair, that is really, really difficult to transfer from a front view to a side, or anything else, because it kind of works well as a head-on image, but doesn't kind of work quite so well when you kind of try to do from different angles. One way is just to always draw him from the front, of course, and that's kind of how beginners start. But, I want to make it more dynamic than that. And here I probably thought, try him without glasses, and here I thought maybe try a different hairstyle, and it's just playing and playing and playing with the hair, and glasses or not, different eyes, different hair. It's almost like he's on fire here. It's just drawing and drawing and drawing. And if you keep drawing, I've got other drawings elsewhere, little scraps of paper and doodles, and I've been doing this over a fortnight or something, 2 or 3 weeks. It's just kind of building up, and also I'm just trying to decide what kind of texture, whether I'm going to do watercolours, which the original Mother was done in, or whether I'm going to do felt tip pens. And I quite like just the brilliance of these felt tip pens, and I've redone the Mother here. I'm going to zoom in. I've redone the Mother here, and I've done that. He's a bit blurred, but this is just a kind of a rough anyway. And I really like the way it works in felt tip pens, so I think I'm going to go that direction with this story. So you may have noticed that I've taken his glasses off. I think it's just too obvious somehow. So how do I go about drawing him? You need to build up a routine with drawing characters. And I kind of do a circle, and then I know that it's going to be a bit deeper than the circle, but the circle gives me kind of a clue where to work to. Then I'm going to want this kind of flick coming out from his eye, and I've got this kind of curve going like that, and that will come across. His ears will want to come kind of around where his eyes are, along that line. There'll be a wiggle in there, and then his kind of sideburns will come down in front of his ears like that and flick up, and then the rest will kind of go like that. A bit of, I think you can always make the hair a little bit higher and bigger than kind of feels normal. I'm going to give him this kind of, I'm thinking about the nose at the moment. I'm just playing with this kind of mangery kind of nose, and the mouth will be like that, and then I'm going to want his shirt, something like that, and that's coming around there, and that's flicking up there like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a sheet of layout paper, which is 45 grams or 31 pound paper. I'm going to do a reasonably good tracing of this, and I know people still, I think if you watch enough of my videos, you'll know that I'm not bothered about what you think about tracing. People think, oh, it's cheating. But you've just seen how I've spent weeks working out this character. And so what I would do is kind of plan out the character roughly how I want him to be. And here, this is what I'm doing now with this kind of tracing, is like a second draft. And there's a technical reason for doing this as well, because I'm going to be doing the finished drawing. I'm going to be doing in crayon, and so I don't want any pencil on there at all. if that makes any kind of sense. Resists the marker, whereas pencil smudges. Okay, I've got my light table here, and I've got my crayon. I'm using a Prismacolor French Grey 90%, and you can just see through. So yes, I am tracing, but remember, I've spent weeks thinking of, well, I spent years thinking about this character, and weeks just kind of planning and drawing. So he's my character, and if I'm tracing, it's for technical reasons. I just broke the crayon because I was pressing too hard, and so these crayons are quite waxy, and so you can do marker over the top. And I could be using the Rotring Tiki-Graphic pen like I normally do, but I just want these illustrations to look softer because it's all about babies. And the black ink pen will just be that bit more, just a bit harder, I think. So I want this kind of softer look. And I'm going to do that like that. So like I was saying, this is a very strange colour. Hang on, that's probably not quite right. Like I was saying, this is like the first draft was the sketch, and then I did a tracing. It was like the second draft, and this is kind of the final drawing now on this one. And I can switch the light off. Start off with a colour called Milky White. I guess picked up some graphite from the previous drawing, which is why it's smearing a bit. And I'll leave a little bit of white there. A little bit of white around the eyeball. I'm just going to leave a line of white along the nose. Oh, it's picked up something on the... See, this is part also of me doing technical... I'm practicing technically to see. I think I probably... It'd be a good idea if I got a kind of stiff brush and brushed off any excess crayon that might have just kind of cracked. So there's lots of technical issues with this. Rehearsing how to draw the character, and I'm rehearsing how to technically actually, you know, colour in as well. A bit around the nose there, and like that, maybe a bit down the nose there, a little bit in there. A bit across there, and I think something like that. Yellow, which is a very bright yellow. And you see, if I was doing watercolour, I just would not choose these colours. And I find the Copic markers have really quite liberated me, and I'm doing colours in a completely different way. And I know some people are saying, please can I do watercolour again? And I probably will, but I think when I come back to watercolour, I'll be kind of informed by this kind of different way of doing colour with Copic pens, and I think it might kind of have an effect on my watercolour and how I kind of think about that. Put a bit of more shade in there. I'll give him this. I don't know why I'm giving him a turquoise dot, but it kind of looks good. The turquoise and the yellow kind of go well together, and it's fresh. So that's why I like it, I think. And I'll do a little bit of blue. I think that's too much. I think that's just too much. Something more like that, I think there. Like that. We can maybe put a bit in. No, that should be more of a grey. So this is a very pale grey. Cool grey number 3. So maybe going to put in like that. A bit of shadow in there. And I think we can add bits of sort of shading in like that as well, maybe. There is our character, which I'm starting to get ping ping ping. People often comment with my ping, ping, pings. And I know there's all this mess on there, but I'm not bothered. This isn't a finished drawing. This is a kind of a working sketch, developing the character. And I'm going to have to do a lot more drawings of him until I kind of get to know him. And I think if you're doing a children's book, something like that, you have to really get to know the characters so you can draw them again and again and again and again without thinking about them, because you just know them. There we go. Next time I'll maybe do him as a full kind of body kind of thing. So make sure you're subscribed and come back for that. Click to see the previous video or try the mystery drawing. Either way, make sure you're subscribed. And try my other channel, Draw Stuff Real Easy, where I'm teaching lots about geometry at the moment. In the meantime, keep drawing, drawing, drawing. Practice, practice, practice. And I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.